In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the use of the regular expression validator. Regular expressions are kind of like search patterns that have been used in computing for a long time, but are kind of new to Microsoft technologies. They're basically special character codes that allow you to evaluate each character of a string to see if it falls within certain boundaries. And so what we can do is check to make sure in this case that when somebody types in some value here in the email address, that it actually conforms to a valid email. You might notice whenever you signed up at LearnVisualStudio.net that it wouldn't let you type in an invalid formatted email, although you could type in a wrong email address and it would accept that. So it's not here to validate the actual validity of the email or of a phone number or whatever the case might be. It'll just make sure that the characters are in the right format. So what I'm going to do is drag and drop the regular expression validator into place on my web form. I'm also going to size it as much as I can. And then I'm going to go and make some changes to its property settings. I'm going to set the text equal to please enter a valid email. And then I'm going to set the control to validate to the email address field. Now here's the moment of truth when I need to type in a validation expression. Now, quite frankly, I'm not very good at regular expressions, and I'm not going to explain how to do them because I don't know how to do them myself. I have found some really good documentation on the internet. One place that I found is Steve Ramsey's Guide to Regular Expressions. He seems to be an instructor at a university in Virginia, and so he has some good information there, and I'll post a link to his site on the reference page for this video. However, you could just simply use Microsoft's built-in regular expression editor. Now what this will allow you to do is to select some of the most common types of validations that you'll want to run. For example, phone numbers and postal codes from various countries. In our case, we want to select the internet email address. And now you can see why I don't know much about regular expressions, because they're fairly complicated to read. But at any rate, this represents a valid string that would be able to be used within an email address. You can select internet URL. You can select, for example, a U.S. phone number, U.S. Social Security number, U.S. zip code. You can also select custom, and this allows you to write your own. But what we're going to do for our purposes is select internet email address and select OK. See that it placed that value within our property window. And so we're going to hit save and run. And in just a moment our page appears. So we're going to type in our username, a password, another password. We'll type in our yearly income, and then an email address. So here I'm just going to type in any old characters, and then I'm going to select. And notice that when I did that, it automatically pops up, please enter a valid email. So I'm going to try and trick it a little bit more and just put x at x. And when I do, notice it still leaves please enter a valid email. But I can change to x at x.com, and now it accepts that. And I can select OK, and it was able to post. So the regular expression validator makes it easy to make sure that a complicated series of characters, such as a phone number or an email address or a URL, can be validated before the information actually gets sent to the server. Even though I don't understand it, admittedly, I find this to be one of the most fascinating and powerful tools in the whole validator series. So I hope you enjoyed this video and that you can actually use this for good purposes within your own applications. Thank you.